Hi, I'm Bala Kumar, Director, Dulsco HR Solutions, heading the manpower services business for Dulsco.
Hi Bala, tell us a bit about Dulsco and what was the idea behind the Dulsco Classic Corporate Golf Tournament?
Okay, Dulsco, as people would be aware of, is a premier human resource solution provider in the market, where we are into supply a wide range of manpower in terms of blue collar workforce to professionals. We do outsourcing and recruitment, and we are also very much engaged in a lot of sports for our workers and employees. And that's when I came on board about 5.5 years ago, I was talking to my management and I said, we do these sports events for a lot of different categories, but the corporate elite, the decision makers, we don't have them, and that's how the Dulsco Classic as a golf tournament was conceived. And ever since then, it's grown on size to size. It's now 6 times we've done this.
So which companies and industries do the participants represent?
Primarily our large corporate customers. So you're looking at the Emirates Group, DP World, the Alpha Thames Group, a lot of the large logistics service providers like FedEx and DHL, Danzas, primarily all our major customers from all over UAE.
Do you think it's good to mix business with pleasure? How can one maximize the business opportunities that golf presents?
Always, because you see, as I say, I don't believe in so much of that. Most of the business gets done on a golf course. It's just that, but when you meet them in an informal setting, you get to know the people a lot better, and then when you subsequently carry on from there, then the relationships are much stronger, and you have got to know the person much better. So the ice is broken. So it really helps in facilitating business.
How evolved do you think is the scene over here in terms of networking and golf?
Business networking as such, I'm not quite sure if it's evolved so much, but the golfing circuit, business networking, that's pretty strong. And we see this definitely within Dulsco, that it has helped us a lot, not just the business unit of HR Solutions. We're talking about our other core business of waste management and our other regional offices like Abu Dhabi, Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah. They're also playing in this tournament, and this really helps us overall to build a good image for Dulsco, and secondly to keep in touch with our customers. And it's just a thank you day, for the business they've given us and they've supported over the years.
Okay. And what should companies wishing to host a similar golf networking event keep in mind? I mean, what would be the key things you have learned while hosting this?
Well, one of the key things is you just most importantly try and keep it a bit competitive, and also keep it a fun day. It's not that you're trying to get so conscious that it becomes a networking event. You try and make it as more as a day where you thank the customer and you're grateful for the business they've given you. But for them, we don't exist. So simple as that.
What about tricky situations where maybe you end up defeating your clients, or some of your clients?
Actually, it did happen this time. I ended up playing with a very important client of mine. But I guess when you're out there, you forget that four walls in which you meet people and conduct business. You're more as friends than as competitors. And more importantly, because we have people from certain industry, for example, we are so strong in the logistics industry, we invariably have people from the same industry playing against each other. There could be a person from the airport side of business playing against a guy from the seaport side of the business. There could be third-party logistics providers playing against each other, and it did happen. I know a gentleman from Babel was playing from Danzas. So that kind of, I think once people get on the golf course, it's a different mindset, and especially if you're an avid golfer, you don't really think about those things.
Is the golfing scene in the Middle East a boys' club and girls stay out kind of an affair?
To some extent one can say it, but we have consciously made efforts to bring in ladies players in our tournament, and I'm glad to say every year we've had at least a minimum of 2 play. In fact, if I'm right, it was the year before last, we had 6 women players play. It was quite competitive. and we are hoping there are some people who've told me, some from our PR agency, some of our colleagues, women colleagues have promised that they're going to take up golf now, so they'll be ready to play in our tournament next year. Yes, to some extent, to answer your question, yes, it stays that way, but we try and consciously mix them, and we even do invite clients, their spouses, to come and play with us if they're avid golfers. So we don't want to keep it a boys' event. That way, the best way for a man to enjoy his round of golf is to get the family involved, and then it becomes easier. And in my house, for example, I tried getting my wife to do it, but she didn't. But my son plays, so that way we both kind of get to play rounds of golf together.
In a typical corporate setting, I mean, a lot of things that women executives do complain about is the need to belong to the boys' club. So, do you think, in some ways, if would it hinder a woman if she does not participate in such activities?
I definitely don't see that at all.
Or is it still possible to come to attend such events and network and be seen?
Absolutely, and if they're very key accounts of ours, we try and invite them over for the evening, for the prize distribution and the cocktails and the dinner. So they join in then, sometimes the spouses join in then, depending on their convenience. So I really don't see that as, and I think women have gone on to broken all those the glass ceiling. We have quite a few examples all over the world. I don't think not playing golf is going to hinder them at all.